What's your go-to potluck dish? You know, everybody has that one dish that they're known for. Mine, sushi bake, has been a crowd favorite, highly requested, and something I'm kind of always expected to bring for every potluck. And I love potlucks, but I think they have a problem. It's the timing stress of a potluck. Because when it's potluck time, it's kind of like a competition, a little bit. You're trying to have a good time, have some good food, but you're trying to bring your best. And if you're trying to bring your best, the timing of your food plays a big part of how your food comes out and how it tastes. Whether it be their prep time, how much time you need to spend to prep it, or the time to make it for whatever time you need to have it. So with the timing stressor of a potluck, I have developed my own system to take away that friction. Because if I know what everybody wants me to bring, why am I making it every time? Because potluck shouldn't require extra effort. If anything, it should be the most convenient way. So I developed a system that allows me to have something ready at any time. The thing with potlucks is it's always so hard to know what to bring, where you don't know if you want to cook something or just pick up something. And I think it's just a little bit too much friction. You always got to decide last minute what to make, if you have time to make something, or you should run out and grab something. But making good food can become a chore when you have a deadline attached to it. Because I like to cook on my time, when I feel like it, when I have space. I don't like being rushed. So that's why I like to cook a lot at once. So for me to get less friction, I want to learn how to cook more, less, and have less decisions to make when decisions need to be made. If I have a recipe that's a banger, I like to treat that like a menu item. Something that I need to keep in stock. Because I don't think every dish needs to be repeated time and time again. Where every time it's good, people like it, people want it. If it scales well and it's easy to make, then sushi bake qualifies. If you haven't had sushi bake, you should try it because it's really good. But everybody loves it. And I've been also finding, here's the key. When you freeze your sushi bake and let it all rest overnight and bake it the next day, it actually tastes better. Why can't I just vacuum seal them and make them all at once so I have ready at all times? Because now, when I start to scale it up this way, it's no longer a recipe, but an item I keep in my kitchen, which is now my supermarket. An SKU. I should put a barcode on this. Well, that's some good mayo. Figuring out how to do some things from scratch can be very beneficial. Like, do you know how much QP mayo costs now? It's kind of ridiculous. But if I'm making something all at once and using it very quickly, making it from scratch, very beneficial. And then keeping some of this on hand with the preservatives that it has, also good to have. Although not gonna lie, I've made mayo and it's lasted me over a month. But regardless, but figuring out how to make things from scratch is much better. You only need the ingredients, you don't need the item. You have almost everything to make this. If not, keep it in stock. And you can always adjust your recipe to however you like it. Another trick up my sleeve is I buy my fish on sale. I buy my fish on sale, then I freeze it, and when I collected enough of my specimens, then I'm ready to make another batch. Another great way of trying to be economic in these economic times. And sometimes I think it's worthwhile the investment of getting the tools you need that allows you to cook in this volume. Because I have made this so much that these tools are a worthwhile investment for me. When you start to cook for storage, you stop thinking about the tonight. What I mean is, for me, learning how to figure out how to freeze things, how to save things for later, how to break up the work, how to break up the prep, has really helped unlock a lot of things in this kitchen. So right now we're gonna leave the sushi bake overnight in the freezer just to firm up before I vacuum seal it tomorrow in the morning. Once it's vacuum sealed, it'll last forever. It'll be ready for me at any time. When you start being able to plan how you cook and how you prep, it makes your time management skills, it makes your life a lot easier. Because I've gone up against a lot of sushi bakes and mine is frozen, but according to my peers, I do believe I still hold the #1 rank in my own community, of course. So figuring out how to break up your workflow, break up your prep, very valuable skill. And when you figure out something that works for you, it unlocks so much. For myself, to make this, I figured out how to make 8 trays. And now with my 8 trays, I have no leftover ingredients, no leftover mayo, no leftover sauce, no leftover furikake. Just by using the science of math I'm able to have as little waste as possible. I give myself less friction and less things to worry about. Yeah. So now that we have it's frozen solid, we're gonna put in our time machine. When I'm saying time machine, I just mean one of our vacuum sealers. I'm gonna be using my Edge vacuum sealer for this one. Once this gets vacuum sealed, this will last forever. Maybe not forever, but I've definitely eaten things well over a year old from the things I vacuum sealed with no loss of quality. So let's do that. That was a good amount of work, but now I have 8 different parties I can go to without needing to think, without needing to do much of anything. All I need to do is cut up these bad boys up, put in the oven, 350 for about 45 minutes, and that's it. I don't even gotta cook it at home. You can just bring it over to wherever. Hey, can I borrow your oven? Pull one of those off. Man, I hate when people use my oven. Because the key thing now is I no longer need to prepare for potlucks anymore. I just need to stay prepared. Whereas I try to continue to build stock in my kitchen, it's not just food for me, but it's also food for any other time I need food. So if I cut down on my daily cooking and then cut down on my weekly cooking and cut down on my monthly cooking, I think I'm able to save a lot of my time in my own life to do the other stuff I want to do. So if you're ever inviting me to a party, I got you. I'll come and I'll bring something. Okay, so today we got a party. How to prepare sushi bake. Preheat your oven. 350. Just cut open the bag. Place it in the oven. Next, get ready for your party. Next, put them in something cute. A cute delivery vessel. Girls, how are the sushi bake?
It's really good.
It's really good. And I love eating it.
Nice.